And I'll be pulling out some cards towards the end. This is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. The link is in my description box. Okay. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's begin, Taurus. Taurus. There's something here that's been held back for quite some time. Held back, and you've been pushing back. It's like it's been held back, and there's been some sort of resistance to it as well. It's something that you want to finish, you want to bring forth so it can, just be handled with, and it's something that's been a long time coming, and there have been blockages along the way, but it's coming forward. This is what's coming forward now. Something that was, and it's something that's very deep within you that you wish to. I am seeing could be a study that you didn't finish, and you're furthering this study. Something that you've been contemplating for quite some time, whether you should go back to it and complete it. And I do see that is something that is very much here. And there's been some setbacks, over time. I have seen some setbacks here. But you've never given up. There are things that have prolonged and whatnot, but there is a flourishing energy that I see here. There's a flourishing moment, even. You're going to finally bring this about right now to finish the job that you once started, even if it was 20 years ago. But you've held on to it deeply, like deep down, and not always spoke about it because it's just, life got in the way and everything else. So that's something that really, and I'm seeing something like reminiscing about a certain part in your life that you really loved, a love of yours as well. There's something there that is, that you've protected, and it's like a special memory just for you. Just for you. No one can take that away from you. Is what I'm seeing here. So something special to you. There is, I get something specific. I see lots of cats, not just one cat, but quite a few cats, like over the wall. Maybe you live in a place where you have a wall and cats are always kind of peering over. It's like the energy, they're drawn to the energy here, but there's also good luck is being brought to you, Taurus. There's good luck that's being brought to you. There is, I see somebody, or like somebody around you is very interested in what you're about, very peculiar. And it's like, don't be surprised if you hear that this person, knows a lot about you before you even get to talk about them. I know that sounds strange, but that is what I'm getting. It could be somebody that's looking to hire you as well. But they've been keeping a close eye. But there's a lot of interest there. Like, it's something that they actually admire you rather than, suspicious. It's not that kind, but it's like they're trying to find the right time to approach you. And on the other hand, there is like that kind of interest where they are looking to see whether you would be interested back as well. So this could be in some sort of, romantic terms. But I'm seeing work. It's also very much work related here. There's like a knock on the door that you have been hoping would open up. Some knock on the door that seemed like I'm seeing a lot of distance here, like a distant dream, like this thing that you held back, but now you're actually doing. But this other thing that you've been knocking on the door, and it felt like you've been knocking on it for a long time, and it seems like a distant dream now. Your manifestations from that is coming into fruition. There's things here that is leveling up, Taurus. It's leveling up. And now it's like rolling up your sleeves and like, okay, now I'm actually ready to start this. Like, lo and behold, it is actually here. It's this kind of surprising feeling that you get. It's like, wow. You almost, you put it at the back of your head because you felt like, well, maybe it was out of your control, but now you're starting to see signs that it's coming through, and it's something that you're very passionate about that's coming together as well. Something is being resolved in terms of finances. Finances, if you've had some sort of issues, it's being resolved with that as well. And somebody around you, it could be in your household or something, is nitpicking on many things, wanting to sort of, somebody around you that likes to nitpick, their attitude is shifting. So you get to breathe a little bit easier, not having to tiptoe or walk on eggshells anymore. There's something there anyway. That person is either leaving or there's something there that's like, you can breathe easily, not kind of always looking over your shoulder in that sense. But there is a bringer of good news, Taurus. There's a bringer of good news. So you've been waiting on this. There's been a few things along the way that you have had to adjust. You've had to make certain changes. And it was all meant to be so this moment of this news can come in. Everything has its time and place, basically. And there's a feeling of freedom there. It's a special communication, so it's something that you very much wanted, and there's a sense of freedom from it as well. There is a love, whatever kind of love this is, close to you, a close bond, and they will never let you go. That's what I see here. You'll always kind of be, looked after in whichever way, spiritually or just, you could be the most independent person out there, but there's always some great love and care around you as well. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the cards have for you. Taurus, please. Taurus. The King of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles. Judgment. And the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. I like this. This is great. There is something here that once you are steady, things start to move very fast, and that is what I'm getting with the King of Pentacles. You are now ready. You're moving forward. There's been a feeling of some sort of imbalance before that is gone now. It's now time to make the right decisions. It's like you have it all in your hands. The ball is in your court here, and you're ready to go. You're making sound judgments is what I want to say as well. It's like you could be in a place, the reason why also some things have taken a while, because there is a reason for everything. And it could be just the universe is waiting for you to be at a particular place in your life, in the way you think, all of these sort of things that could be adjustments in order for you to have the clarity and make the right choice. And there is something that feels very right, like you will feel it. It feels right. You are kind of like, I'm getting a stillness here. You don't feel agitated or nervous. It's not nervous energy. You just feel still because it feels right. And with the Nine of Pentacles, that, independence, you are very, very independent. Something here that is, that you've started on again, it really is coming back to that. From a while ago, you're able to feel and be abundant from that as well. Okay, we have the Strength card. It's growing here, and it's never stopped growing. It's never stopped growing. It's a feeling of, it's like you've tried to balance the feeling of want and need, and once you understand the differences, and you make the right choice about it, you remove that nervousness, then things start to really grow abundantly for you. And we have the Strength card here. Strength and the Four of Cups. And it's like, I'm seeing that you've had signals, you've had signs along the ways, and that also, in a way, has kept your morale up, has kept you feeling positive about things, but also bringing confusion because you feel like you've made the right steps, you feel like you've gone in the right direction, but things keep popping up, delaying. Delaying action for you, delaying things to kind of properly move forward here, and but you've had this persistence, and you have great wisdom with it as well that has made you, know how to clear the pathway. And with the Four of Cups, it's just kind of, you may have had a sense of like, when is it going to be enough, or when is this kind of trying to fight your way through, or that feeling of lack is being removed, and those questions that have been running through your head is being dissolved, and you're turning that around as well. There's been, what I get here also with the Four of Cups, it's like here the universe is giving you this cup, and it's like that is the greatest gift here. It's been, the universe has been patient, if you see it that way. The universe is the one that's been patient, trying to have things in your life shift. There is a result that I'm getting here as well. Something, it's like you felt perhaps that it wasn't, you weren't anywhere near it, but you certainly are. There's a promise here as well. I'm seeing something to do with an engagement. It could be just for the very few. Oh. And we have the Queen of Wands, Taurus. Oh, yes, the Queen of Wands. I love this. This is great. This is exactly the same. This is the energy that I saw in the sand that's very strongly connected beautifully here. And then with the Queen of Wands, there's no stopping you. You're on the go here. And here with the cat as well. And we end with that. There's a luck that's turning around for you, and it definitely feels very abundant. And it's like, something is switched on big time within your mind, and you're like, now I know the formula. Now you have the equation to make it work. You're extremely resourceful as well, and you're bringing that charming personality of yours forward. You know how to get your way, you know how to get certain things, and now you feel in control. You feel fully in control here, and there's a lot of energy because your energy before could have felt a little bit depleted, but now you're on the rise. You're on the rise, and there's something here that you feel like your heart has healed, and it feels more full now, with love, with like respect, and there's more than one admirer around you for sure. Taurus.